Question, can you tell us about UFOs?
My sister, before my wife came around, used to be leader of the state of Ohio, the high priestess there of the whole state. And her little pastime was calling up, supposedly filling the sky with UFOs and watching everybody's excitement. And some of the most outstanding sightings were in the early 70s in Ohio. And she used to laugh about it because she'd be standing in a circle out in the field somewhere calling up demons. And that's all they were angels of light playing games in the sky. Remember, a demon, get the little spooky picture. There are a fallen angel, an unclean spirit. They can assume any form or go into anything except a Christian who walks in the Spirit all the time.
In the targeting pod, you can see something. I can't tell if it's metallic or what. And there's
This video surfaced online back in 2014. The entire scene was caught on Officer Joe Hall's dash cam as he pulled over a driver for an unsafe lane change. Per standard protocol, Hall approached the vehicle and asked the driver for his license and registration. According to the driver, as he reached over to provide the documentation to the officer, he noticed a bright light in the distance. When all of a sudden, it was as if the officer began to melt and suddenly vanished right in front of his eyes. The driver immediately fled the scene and called 911 from his cell phone.
To do what it took to stop them from firing the missiles. And I just think we have to have a whole new conversation about where we're at. I think it's going to be a much longer, more difficult process.
we will be exporting chicken to the Chinese.
Can we buy a Chinese firm?
No, not right now.
Then why should they buy one of ours?
Why not?
Because we can't buy one of theirs. Open up the market.
Very,
Quid
very
pro
well.
quo,
Yes,
Clarice.
we have capitalism and we embrace it. And we have capitalism and we embrace it. And we have capitalism and we embrace it. And we have capitalism and we embrace it. And
it appears Brittany is suffering from a major psychological disorder, and that it might actually be bipolar. Could be that. The doc then predicts how much longer they'll live. Sick, I know, but I also know you want to hear what she has to say. The doc says if these people don't get help or straighten up fast, I haven't pre-read any of this. Brittany won't make it to the age 30, Lindsay won't see 25, and Michael Jackson has no more than 5 years left. At the other end, Angelina's going to have a long...
of the counterinsurgency doctrine. Civilian casualties have long been a cornerstone of the counterinsurgency doctrine. despite sporting an extremely bloodshot left eye. Close-ups of the Queen showed the infected eye. However, Buckingham Palace remained tight-lipped over its cause.
Evidence against the guard. Michael?
Well, that's right. Video that you'll actually see here in just a bit was actually taken on a classmate's cell phone. Now, we talk about the mother's arrest, but the mother says that her 16-year-old daughter, the victim in this case, was also arrested here back on September 18th. Now, keep in mind, this is the family story, their account of what they see happened here on campus earlier this month. Unfortunately,
this woman was caught on camera eating a rotting deer carcass and performing witchcraft. Now, as it currently stands, no crime aside from trespassing has been committed, but it's still creepy. They showed up in the middle of the night, the woman naked, and performed a bizarre ritual involving...
She looks scary, but it gets scarier when strange voices come from her as she puts her hands up in the sky and moves around, performing some type of magic. She stays there for a while, which seems like she's waiting for something grim. We're sure that it is a witch performing magic.
You have the box of his things, because he just showed me a little blue box, which is my symbol for that. You have a little box of maybe things, his blanket, maybe a hat. You understand that?
I just went through the box.
Some more footage here on I Love to Explore Oregon of this giant door, this rock structure that's above Quartzville Drive by Foster Lake in Oregon, in Cascadia, Oregon. If you Google anything about this giant door in Oregon, you'll see TikTok videos and YouTube videos.
A couple was on that sightseeing train between Durango and Silverton. They were trying to spot elk when they saw this creature that they could only describe as Bigfoot, 6-7 feet tall, they say, camouflaged. Now, okay, I mean, if you really look closely, I don't know what else to describe it as. Look.
That is crazy.
Right?
It's time to go. It's time to pack up.
Norman's 2-year-old daughter was sleeping in the bunk bed. She began to see things in her room.
At one time, my daughter had talked about a witch behind her door and the fire. A lot of it was fire, and we had never mentioned it to our son at all. And then I'd say probably about a month later, he had said, "Mom, I saw an old lady standing by my door." And he said that she glowed like fire. At this point, I began to think that our house was...
Yeah. I'd like to know how you make this noise without bashing Janet's vocal cords to pieces. If I do it for half a minute, I get a sore throat.
Goose chases here. And we found her on analysis.
Wow.
Stinky breath.
Yeah,
Why?
that's pretty evil of you, sir.
Yeah, I am.
And I hope and pray that you...
Yeah.
Well, that's what you do to babies, huh?
Yeah, I love it.
You love it, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I hope that you come to Christ, sir.
Oh, I never go to Christ.
I hope that you come to Christ,
no,
sir.
No, I don't go to Christ.
Yeah,
I don't listen to Christ.
You will have a darkened heart, sir.
I do have a darkened heart. Yeah.
You have...
Right there. Go straight. Go to the street.